Welcome to Eternal Playback, a fight show dedicated to taking you behind the scenes of Australia's premier mixed martial arts organisation, Eternal MMA. My name is Nathan, and tonight I'm joined by my co-host, Ben Wen. Ben, a fantastic night of fights we've experienced here on the Gold Coast at Eternal 64.
Yeah, it's been a great night of fights, super exciting, thrilling, and very competitive.
An all-around fantastic fight card experienced here on the Gold Coast, and it all started in the Eternal Women's Featherweight division. A great bout contested between Jamie Edendon and Sarah Collins.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a fantastic 5 rounds of professional MMA, we have a decision. All 3 judges scored this one for our winner by unanimous decision, Sarah Collins.
Well, regardless of what the third round said about this fight, Sarah Collins walks away with the victory. Unanimous decision. Ben, no surprises there.
No surprises. I mean, Sarah's just using her abilities to her at the most potential, and she did a really good job of just getting that clinch, throwing her to the ground, and then pinning her, landing some punches. Really good job.
Congratulations, Sarah. And for our debutante in Jamie Edendon, no doubt we'll see her back inside the cage sooner than later. A very worthy performance in round number 3. She put her game plan to use, to perfection, I would say. But the moment belongs to Sarah Collins. She's with Luke Tui.
Thanks very much, T. I am here with the victor, Sarah Collins. What a fight.
Thanks. It was tough.
Really tough. I was just talking with your corner, with Annie, with Dan, and we made the comment was made that at one stage it looks like it was going to be a pretty easy night. Not easy, but a pretty textbook case of judo for you. But then that third round was something else.
Yeah, I got really tired in that third round and couldn't get her against the cage, and she my face.
Yeah, so not the, a hard finish to the office, but a fantastic win. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Collins.
Wow, what a fight and what a performance from Sarah Collins. She had to overcome some adversity in round 3. Jamie really put the pressure on her, but she did get the unanimous decision victory in the end. What are your thoughts on that fight overall, Ben?
I think she was very dominant using her judo, throwing her opponent to the ground, pinning her for most of the fight, and that won her the fight, I reckon.
Absolutely. Do you see anything in the near future for Sarah Collins, or is it more of the same, improving on her skills that she has as a judo specialist?
Yeah, it's going to be definitely working on her striking. Her jabs were coming out really fast, but she got to keep on working on her strength and using her judo to her advantage.
Absolutely, couldn't agree with you more. Looking forward to seeing Sarah Collins back in action sooner than later. Our next fight on the card was an eternal featherweight division bout between the man they call the Savage, Cody Watago, as he took on Milway Kakar, the Afghan warrior. Can we get any more appropriate nicknames and a great show of respect between these two gentlemen? It's all smiles for now, but the action is underway. Round 1. And it's good to see both these gentlemen back after such a long time outside the cage. Cody Watago, it's been 2 years since we've seen him. Milway Kakar, almost a year to the day. He awaited his return, found that the right moment was to return here on the Gold Coast at Eternal 64. Nugget McNaught in the corner of Milway Kakar, NTG Fight and Fitness, and a wealth of experience with Isaac Tisdale in the corner of the Savage. As Milway says, bring on the action. And I love it.
Watago's landing a lot of shots, but, you know, Kakar's just like, come at me, bro.
Well, we saw it in his last fight with Rafael Vilches. Back and forth they went, but Milway would just not go anywhere until finally he just put an end to the fight with Rafael. He went to a decision. Nonetheless, Milway walked away with the victory. Can he do the same here tonight? Or will the Savage have other plans in store for Mr. Kakar? And as you said, Ben, he's landing. That right hand landed right behind the ear. Momentarily dropping Milway.
That was perfect timing for Watago. He's just landing at will, and he's super elusive. Like you saw in that beginning of this round, it's just really like you see him like twitching and stuff. He's throwing some feints out just to disguise his punches. Makes it super hard to recognize what punch is going to come at you.
It's an underrated trait, feinting.
Feinting
in mixed martial arts. How much do you credit that to the success of modern day fighters, Ben?
Oh, dude, like you see today, like Israel Adesanya, master of feint. He is like the feint master. It's a way to throw a punch without having to throw a punch and get a reaction. Good head position.
They're big shots on the inside from Cody. He doesn't leave anything in the tank when he lets his hands go.
Great dirty boxing, man.
And he's dropped me away there. No, this fight's over. The Savage is back.
Wow.
What a finish from Cody Watago.
That was a perfect game plan. That was a perfect performance. That was almost flawless. Like, he did not take any damage.
We'll have to take a look at the replay, ladies and gentlemen, to see exactly what did the damage. It may have been those short uppercuts, Ben, so powerful on the inside.
Watago was landing almost, I think his accuracy rate was like up there. He was landing almost every punch. You see in the replay here, that right hand hurt him bad. And then it adds up over time. So when he got to this clinch and started throwing those uppercuts.
Well, that was the early stages of the fight. This is the finish here, Ben.
Yeah, that adds up. And then when those uppercuts come, man, it was all over for Kakar.
Nakia Melody had seen enough. Cody Watago, vicious knockout here at Eternal. Oh! And that was it. That final rear uppercut landing flush. And again, he's got such a habit of generating massive amounts of power in close distances. Congratulations, Cody Watago. Dimps Gillies in the corner, providing some comfort for the Afghan warrior. He still is a warrior, is Milway Kakar. It's a brutal game we play, Ben.
Yeah, it's very violent.
Not me, you, and these gentlemen here.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Nonetheless, the moment belongs to Cody Watago. And we'll go to Luke to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this one finishing at 2 minutes and 52 seconds in round number 1. Your winner by knockout, the Savage, Cody Watago!
Wow, I mean, what a performance. We really saw and witnessed firsthand as to why they call Cody Watago the Savage. And I couldn't say it better myself, but a savage finish from Cody Watago against Milway Kakar here tonight.
Absolutely. We thought this was going to be a war between the two of them. And, man, Watago just came out, guns blazing, hit some knees in the clinch, and then hit him with some dirty boxing and knocked him down clean.
The heavy hands of Cody Watago doing the job against Milway Kakar. Can't wait to see what's in store for the man they call the Savage in the near future. Our next bout of the evening, a very heavily contested fight in the Eternal Women's Strawweight division between Jacinta Austin and Alish Smith. As we are back to the action here, Alish Smith in the blue, Jacinta Austin fighting out of the red corner, Phil Cassidy, our man in the middle. Female strawweight division, 3 5-minute rounds. And again, as we said so often, Ben, the skill level just going up a notch. Both of these ladies looking very loose so far.
Yeah, very loose and really light on their feet, moving around. Trying to feel each other out. Get a reaction.
Okay.
We talked about it in the last fight, the importance of a feint to set up their strikes, but we see Jacinta pressing the Austin here. Great reversal from Alish. And Alish Smith doing quite well here in the early stages of round number 1.
Really good pressure.
Great reversal there by Jacinta. You'd have to think, is it in her best interest to separate and start striking again, Ben, or is she quite happy to keep the fight here? Jacinta, that is.
I think Jacinta, yeah, I think she needs to push off and start striking and then go back into the clinch, start working for takedowns and stuff. It can be hard just to initiate a takedown just off the clinch. But if you push off, land a couple strikes, and then go back into it, could shoot into a double leg.
Well, both of these ladies, so go ahead, Ben.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, both of these ladies have the same idea as you were saying. Nonetheless, they take center cage. And Jacinta landing strikes of her own, but that's a nice overhand right there by Alish.
Yeah, Alish landed that right hand, but Jacinta came back and landed some strikes on her own.
And those knees hurt, but a right hand from Jacinta catches the attention of Alish momentarily. And what a back and forth we have going there.
A little bit of blood coming out of Jacinta's nose, I think. But she's super durable. She took that knee like a champ.
Well, I'm sure it's nothing new to Alish or Jacinta here. Both women very well prepared for the 3 possible 5-minute rounds.
Good knees to the thigh there. It's gotta hurt. Chipping away.
And this is a good position for Jacinta. They're definitely making the judges work, aren't they, Ben?
Yeah, for sure. They're jostling back and forth position. Both girls are really good at clinch work here. You can tell they've done a lot of cage work training back at their gyms.
Just under a minute left here in round number 1. And that's a big knee there from Austin. But Smith is not going anywhere. Again, her best mode of defense is offense.
Good takedown defense.
And Jacinta looking for a trip of her own. Unsuccessful. And those knees are starting to find a home, Ben.
They are. They're getting super close from landing solid.
Okay, ladies.
Phil Cassidy calls time on round number 1, and what an exchange it was between these two strawweights. Back and forth we went throughout the entirety of that round. Ben Wynn, your thoughts?
Very competitive round, as you said. Went back and forth in the clinch, on the feet. I'd like to see Jacinta throw her jab a little bit. Her jab is super sharp, and it lands. But Alish needs to close the distance a little bit. Needs to get in, clinch her up, get her onto the ground, and try to do some damage on the ground, I think.
Well, you saw those knees there. Alish just ate them like a champ to no effect. Nonetheless, a good vision in the eyes of the judges for Jacinta, the Juggernaut Austin. Tough round to score, Ben. I'm not bold enough to give my prediction. Yourself?
Tough. Ah, man.
Let's sit on the fence for the time being. We have 2 rounds left in this strawweight bout. Phil Cassidy signals us underway. They touch him up, round 2. And there, Jacinta starting to let her hands go now. But Alish coming back with shots of her own. Continuing to pressure here.
Ooh, spinning back elbow.
Spinning back elbow, Ben. Lands flush for Jacinta. But again, Alish Smith's so tough.
She's shown her durability, that's for sure.
Smith snuck a right hand right through the middle there. Jacinta Austin paid it no attention. Wow, both of these women are reading each other like a book, Ben.
I think Jacinta got a haircut there by that spinning back fist.
Yeah, just missed her.
Just.
And Austin now.
Nice takedown.
She finds herself inside control. Great position for Jacinta Austin. Alish Smith not in too much of a bother.
Both girls are Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belts. Pretty evenly matched.
And that's great work from Alish Smith. She managed to get back to her feet pretty much unscathed. But she's got to be careful now.
Yeah, she's not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, not yet. Smart maneuver, placing that right arm on the ground.
That's right. Yeah, 3 points of contact on the ground, can't knee to the face.
She's got to be careful not to expose her neck too much here. She looks quite safe.
Possible back take. For Jacinta.
Well, she's rolled with that one, has Alish, and she's done a great job. That strong wizard then gets her back to the feet.
Jacinta ate a big knee to the stomach there on the way up. Jacinta has that nice jab. She needs to use that jab. So nice. Yeah, there's a feint.
It's quite spectacular to see how much volume has been put out here, Ben, and yet none of these strawweights are giving an inch.
Not at all. They're not backing down to anything.
You have to think that momentum again would have to be in favor of Jacinta Austin. But anytime Alish Smith finds herself defensively in a position where she has to fight, she's doing everything right.
She is she's getting caught on the exchanges coming out. But Jacinta just keeps putting on the pressure. She just keeps going forward, throwing punches.
So fluid in her movements is Austin, and you could say the same about Alish Smith when she starts to open up. And that's a big right hand. And look at this again.
Just have to do a good job basing out, getting that underhook, turning around. Minute to go yet. Jacinta got high double underhooks. Jacinta trying to get that head position nice and tight. And some knees.
And coming up top again, she's keeping Smith guessing now, Ben.
Yeah, she's mixing up very well with knees, elbows, punches.
Beautiful, keeping her at bay. Starting to take control of this fight now is the Juggernaut.
Ooh.
That one snuck through.
Nice up elbow.
Seconds down from round 2, coming to a conclusion here. And Jacinta Austin, great impression to leave on the judges.
Good combination at the end of
round 2.
Round 2 there. Jacinta, man, just pushing the pace, non-stop. Just going forward. Look at the replay here. She's just putting her head down, throwing punches.
And there's that back fist you saw. Landing flush for Austin.
Nice little scramble here. It was... And these girls are not backing down. Like, yeah, you saw Alish get her foot caught, but she's like, no, get my foot back, punch her in the face.
Seconds out, let's go.
Not taking a backward step either.
No, this is a very competitive fight.
Of our female strawweights. Competitive fight to say the least.
Back it up for me.
We do make it to a 3rd round. Will we make it to a decision?
Okay, final round, fighters.
The choice is in the hands of Alish Smith and Jacinta Austin. Final round. And Jacinta Austin picking up where she left off. Lead leg hook, left hook lands flush. Ooh, Alish Smith there. Can she turn the tables on Austin? We saw it happen in our last women's fight between Collins and Edendon. It seemed the momentum was all in the favor of Sarah Collins. Can Alish Smith take a leaf out of her book and turn the tables against Jacinta here tonight? But Jacinta, those elbows are nasty, Ben.
Doing a great job stuffing Alish with that elbow.
She sliced her open here.
Ooh, yeah, she's all blooded up with it now. But she also used that elbow to block the shots, the takedowns of Alish.
No, that cut's nasty. That cut is nasty. Phil Cassidy is watching this fight so closely. She's got to protect herself. He might stop it here. He might stop it here.
Stop there.
That's it. Time. No,
Time.
We're going to take time.
Doctor.
Over here, neutral corner.
Well, I stand corrected. We're going to take time to have a look at that cut. Oh my goodness.
Tell me what you think, Doc.
Looks nasty. It's below the eye, so I think she'll be okay.
Under the eye,
It's a problem when it's above the eye, dripping blood inside the
Okay,
eye.
thank you.
Well, Ben Wen, you have been correct all night.
Okay. You good? Fighter.
I'm not sure if the doctor just repeated what you just said. It's below the eye. It won't leak into the eye. The crowd acknowledges, and we are back underway. Smith versus Austin, 3rd round. They love it here at the Gold Coast precinct. Sports precinct, rather. You have to think Jacinta, she smells the blood, she sees it. She's got to go in for the kill here.
Literally, yes. Going for the, smells the blood.
I don't think Phil Cassidy will stand much more of this. Smith has to protect herself. Jacinta has to exploit that cut. And again. Extremely impressed with the body language from Alish Smith. And down she goes.
Nice takedown. A scramble up to her feet. Well done by Alish.
Beautiful work by Alish, and again, defensively, well done by Jacinta, but she's trying to suck that leg underneath, Ben.
Alish really trying to get this takedown. She's sticking to it. Just about got it. But Jacinta did a good job finding the cage, getting back to feet, turning things around.
She continues to go to the body. Alish Smith still in this fight up top for Jacinta. And again.
Sharp jabs by Jacinta.
You cannot help but respect the toughness of Smith. Jacinta continues to find her mark, but Smith comes back with more of her own. To the body.
Jacinta's corner is calling out for volume.
Well, she's starting to respond. That 12-6 just missed. She's got to be careful there. And Jacinta just doing everything right. At this stage, just over 30 seconds left in round one. Round three, sorry guys. And again in round three, Alish Smith, she's going nowhere. She's going to fight this fight right until the very end. We may see a bit of mano-a-mano in the middle in these last final seconds, Ben. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Here it comes.
Here it comes, final 10 seconds. And here it comes, you called it. The crowd likes it. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Alish Smith and Jacinta, the juggernaut Austin, putting on a show here on the Gold Coast at Eternal 64.
I think we have a contender for a fight of the night.
I definitely think so. I agree with you, Ben. Out of all the fights we've seen, you have to give credit to both these young women. Fight of the night contender for sure.
For sure. I mean, both girls were just fighting back and forth, punching, landing shots, taking shots, wrestling, doing everything.
Jitsi Club replay. Ben, walk us through.
Here you go, Jacinta being aggressive. And she uses an elbow really nicely, stuffing those takedowns and using it to do damage. But Jacinta just pouring it down, keeping that pressure on her. But Alish, she did not let up at all. She's just coming back on her own, throwing some punches back. She landed a few knees that I thought would have done a lot more damage, but man, Jacinta's just that durable.
Yet another decision here at Eternal 64. Here is your fight MC with our official decision. Here's Luke.
Gold Coast, what do you think of that one? Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 fantastic rounds of professional MMA, all 3 judges scored this one to the red corner, Jacinta, the Juggernaut, Austin!
What a fight. Action-packed from start to finish. Jacinta Austin and Alish Smith putting on a showcase here for our fans in attendance and those watching around the world. Ben, your thoughts on the fight overall?
Oh man, great fight. Jacinta came out, guns blazing. Alish brought it back, and very competitive fight. Definitely a contender for fight of the night, that's for sure.
Definitely, have to agree with you, that one. Contender for fight of the night. And speaking of these two, we know that they fought in their amateur careers. Alish getting the better of Jacinta back then, Jacinta getting the better, leveling the score with Alish tonight. Do you think that played into her motivation in preparation to this bout this evening?
Oh, definitely. And Jacinta just looked super sharp, literally sharp, man. Cut her with an elbow right below the eye, and thankfully it didn't stop the fight. But it was a great display of skill for Jacinta.
Thankfully so, because we did get 3 rounds of fireworks, Jacinta Austin and Alish Smith. Looking forward to seeing them back in action sooner than later for sure. Our next fight on the card was the highly anticipated matchup between 2 stand-up specialists, Rocky Ogden versus Matt Seton. The Gold Coast Sports Precinct, Nakia Melody signals us on for round number 1, and here we go, Tanira Nathan cage side with Ben Wen. And straight away, Ben, you can see that Muay Thai background straight into play for Rocky.
That's right, but Matt's got really good boxing.
He does indeed, and
he's also a good striker as well, so this might turn into a striking match.
Well, let's wait and see. Both gentlemen off to a fast start here. With these gentlemen jerking the curtain for our main card. Separation there by Rocky. Seton pressing the action. Low calf kick there, Ben. Those got to hurt.
They hurt. Ooh, nice left hook there.
And what we're seeing so far, it looks like Rocky's definitely been putting in the hours when it comes to the wrestling side of things here tonight. Matt just having a bit of trouble taking him down, although he continues to pressure up against the cage.
Matt doing a really good job establishing head control, being able to keep that pressure on him.
Head position, head position. Deep with your head, deep with your head, deep with your head.
You'd have to think this is part of the game plan for Seton, is to get in close, take away that striking prowess that Ogden possesses, and turn this fight into a dogfight. But Ogden separating once again, and
I love the low calf kicks. They're doing some work.
Well, they're trading 1 for 1 at the moment.
Ooh,
it goes
Rocky
high.
goes high. He almost was stunned there on the ground, didn't know what to do. Normally, like in a boxing, once you hit the ground, they give you, they stand you up. But MMA is different. The fight continues. So it looked like he didn't know what to do there for a second.
Well, absolutely, he'll find most of the success as far as he'll be most comfortable on the feet. Will Rocky Ogden. Nonetheless, Matt Seton, nice overhand right there, lands flush. Doesn't bother him though, Ben.
No, he landed that overhand and then threw a calf kick after. He's landing.
And this is great work by Matt Seton. Really mixing things up here early in round 1.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of landing his strikes, and once he gets into that distant clinching range, just getting in tight, kind of neutralizing. Ooh, spinning back hit, fist.
Wow. That one landed flush on the chin. Matt Seton acknowledges. Both these guys looking very, very crisp early on here in this fight, Ben. That's a big left hand to Matt Seton. He says no effect. Sometimes no means yes. And he is punishing that lead leg, Ben.
Matty's looking for that overhand. He switched up to the clinch.
Training out of Compton Training Centre, this is nothing new to what we've seen from so many. Well versed when it comes to the grappling side of things. Seton looking just to keep the pressure, take away some of that power, that quickness that Ogden seemed to be having success with all out in the open. And there's some big shots landed there by both men. And they are trading here.
Matt's cut over his left elbow.
Courtesy, I'm sure, of one of those short, sharp elbows of Rocky Ogden. Can he get a takedown here late in the first round, last 10 seconds? And Nakia Melody calls time on round 1. What a round! What a start to our main card, Ben.
Yeah, it was a lot of action there. Both guys going back and forth. I'm really impressed by Matt's ability to just kind of flow through all the different disciplines of MMA. He's like striking, he's going up top. He's, as you see here, Rocky just didn't know what to do when he landed on the ground. Matt's doing a really good job just landing overhand, coming in tight, and then closing distance to get that clinch. But he's flowing really well. He's, you know, off the break. He's hitting off the break, as you saw in the replay here.
That was a nice lead left hook there from Rocky. Caught him flush just behind the ear. You saw Matt Seton shake his head and said, "Didn't do much, mate. Give me more."
Yeah, Matt's tough, man. He can take a punch. He trains with some of the best in the country. I mean, you know, Elliot Compton, all those guys, Dom and Aaron Blackie, and I think Tristan Murphy as well.
Well, both these men well prepared for tonight's bout. And again, it's back to the game plan. Matt Seton, the pressure here. Beautiful. And those are sharp there, my goodness. The overhand seems to be landing well for Matt Seton, Ben.
It is, but Rocky's starting to pick up the pace a little bit.
Well, this is really starting to turn into a to a stand-up kickboxing match. And with those 4-ounce gloves, it only takes one, doesn't it?
That's right. It's like a boxing match with MMA gloves.
Absolutely. To the body now for Ogden.
Finding a home for that overhand every time.
Absolutely. Heavy on that lead leg is Rocky Ogden, and that's one way to put an end to that. Let's see them closing the distance.
Heavy hips, strong base. Let's push that head down.
What are the options here for Seton up against the cage? But Rocky's doing a good job of defending, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it's just to close the distance a little bit and slow Rocky down a little bit, because once he gets out in the open, he's starting to speed things up.
Well, we spoke about it earlier on in the prelims, but feinting again. Rocky trying to get a reaction out of Seton. Seton not giving him much other than more pressure, more grind.
You're right. He's doing a really good job just keeping cage control. Something Rocky's probably not that used to, fighting in the ring all the time. It's a completely different game, fighting in the ring versus cage.
I can imagine there'd be somewhat of a difference.
A little bit.
Rocky Ogden finding out firsthand. Here at Eternal 64 as he looks to get a reversal, but Matt Seton so strong.
Super strong. I mean, he trains with some of the best, and he's done some work at TTT strength.
And you saw that one coming straight right down the pipe.
Overhand again, is landing left hook.
Both of these guys going back and forth, but it's Seton Ben, are you impressed with the takedown defense of Rocky Ogden at this stage? Several attempts from Matt Seton. I think he only got one takedown in the first round when he caught that kick. But very impressive, is Rocky Ogden.
Yeah, so far he's been able to stay upright, and with Muay Thai, man, like there's a lot of clinch work, so this isn't unfamiliar to territory for him. But it's just up against the cage that makes it different. Being pressed up against the cage just throws your balance off. It's different. It's a different ball of wax.
Absolutely. Speaking of balls of wax, he's a tough guy to come by, Matt Seton. As you said, he trains with some of the best in the business out at Compton Training Centre. Elliot Compton himself, Don Mar fan, Jaden Binney, Aaron Blackie. Jaden Karaitiana also getting his work out at Compton Training Centre. And Seton continues to press the action there. He hits a right hand, but again comes back with more of his own. And the crowd is really getting behind this one.
Back fist.
Oh, man. Matt Seton taking and giving at the same time. What a fun we have here on our hands in round 2.
Wow.
My goodness. What a way to finish round 2.
Jeez Louise, these guys are just going at it non-stop. Matt's just keeping the pressure on him. Rocky's just not finding his rhythm. He's getting stuffed up against the fence. He's not able to like get out in the open and like really string together a lot of combinations, because Matt just comes in right away, answers the overhand, comes in, clinches, and then pushes up against the fence, which is a really good strategy.
Well, take a look at the Jitsi Club replay. Sorry to cut you off there, Ben, but Jitsi Club replay shows exactly what you're talking about. It's that constant pressure from Matt.
Yeah. And like you saw at the end of the last round, like Matt's getting tired, but he knows he needs to keep going forward, or else there's going to be some punishment coming towards his way.
Well, there's a big round 3 coming up here at Eternal 64 for both men. You wouldn't say that either of these guys are in the clear on the scorecards. Ben, how do you score this fight thus far?
I'd score it 2-1, 2-0 so far. Just with Matt, I feel like his land rate is a little bit higher.
Let's find out. Speaking of land, he lands right there.
He's controlling the cage really well.
Absolutely. Cage control in favor of Matt Seton, but Rocky Ogden almost making it look easy inside the cage when it comes to the stand-up department.
Watch the fingers, watch the fingers.
Nice little jab there by Matt.
I know we've made mention of Rocky's extensive Muay Thai background. Matt Seton also extensive professional boxer and holding Australia and state Muay Thai credentials.
Yeah, he's no slouch in the striking department, that's for sure.
Absolutely not. I mean, he's mixing it in, isn't he, Ben?
He's mixing it in very, very well, and that's what is winning him this fight, in my opinion. Good balance by Matt when not getting swept.
Well, we're starting to see Rocky loosen up in round 3. He's got Matt up against the cage now as Matt returns to center cage.
Oh, spinning back fist.
Look at that. They almost mirror each other, don't they, Ben?
Yeah.
And both these guys so calculated. Rocky Ogden trying to find the best options in his extensive arsenal of kickboxing. Lead left followed by a straight right.
Matt's worried about his front foot, front leg. He took a really heavy calf kick there.
Seton, one of the toughest in this division.
Oy.
And that's a beautiful combo there by Seton, followed by a left hook.
Check hook.
Man, these guys are absolutely throwing everything into these punches. Could this be the first takedown we see from Seton? Rocky using that cage.
Nice.
And he goes down, but he's straight back up there.
Rocky just bounced off that canvas like it was nothing, like it was trampoline.
Beautiful takedown defense, and Ogden really finding a home for his hands. That one lands flush. Seton acknowledged that one.
Rocky's starting to come online now.
And you can just hear those calf kicks, Ben.
Yeah, he might not be walking very well tomorrow.
You wouldn't think so. Another heavy body kick here. That one rang around the arena. The crowd acknowledged. And so does Matt Seton, as he says, I'm not taking any more of those.
Yeah.
I'm going to get in close.
Yeah, Rocky needs to create some space and start to tee off. I think he's down 2 rounds.
Ten seconds left in round 3. Will these gentlemen make the distance? They're going to let them go here in the last 10.
Oh.
Here comes Matt Seton. Great counter by Ogden. It was expected, ladies and gentlemen, and what a fight. Matt Seton, Rocky Ogden. Stand up, gentlemen.
That was an explosive fight, man. That was a really, really good match. A really good matchup, really competitive. Both guys just went in there guns blazing. Matt did a really good job of using his new MMA skills, closing the distance, using an overhand, getting close, and just using that pressure to push him against the fence there. But Rocky, man, he's a sharp guy, man. Any of those punches could have knocked out Matt.
Well, let's take a look at our replay. You said it, Ben Wen, Rocky Ogden really loosening up in the third and final round. But like we see here, Matt Seton using that overhand right to get in close, and he took Rocky down in the third round.
He did, but Rocky just popped right back up like it was nothing.
This was the final 10 seconds, Ben. Would you expect anything less?
Not at all, man. These guys, I've trained with both these guys. These guys can fight and fight hard. They do.
Well, a hard and fast start to our main card here at Eternal 64. Ladies and gentlemen, we do go to the judges' scorecards for our first fight of our main card. Here's Luke Tui with our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about another round of applause for our 2 warriors in center cage? After 3 explosive rounds of mixed martial arts here at Eternal 64, the judges have reached a decision and declared your winner by split points. Red corner, Rocky Ogden!
Well, he's on debut and he got the job done here tonight. Rocky Ogden, our winner here in our first fight on our main card. Congratulations to Rocky and the team at NTG Fight and Fitness. Ben Wen, the correct decision?
Man,
You look shocked.
I was pretty shocked. That was, I had that scored 3-0 going to Matt. Just with his strike rate and his cage control was just on point. He was pushing the pace the whole time and controlling where the fight went.
Well, full credit to Matt Seton and the team out at Compton Training Centre. Looking forward to seeing them back in action. However, what better way to start your mixed martial arts career here on Eternal MMA for Rocky Ogden. He goes to 1-0 in his career, and our victor is inside the cage with Luke.
Rocky Ogden, not a bad debut fight to have in the cage, eh?
Yeah, thank you. I'm very honoured to get a fight on here. Thank you, Cam and Eternal. Yeah, I've only just getting started, but I'm excited to see how this journey goes on from here.
I saw a note that, you know, you feel like after 4 years overseas in Thailand and really achieving a hell of a lot in Muay Thai, that now was the time for you to come and enforce your will on mixed martial arts, not just in Australia, but in the world. It feels like a good start.
Yeah, for sure. I've been really itching to get into the MMA cage now and start that. So yeah, I'm really excited to use my Muay Thai experience into here. And yeah, just like I said, just getting started, so everyone watch out because I'm coming.
And tell me something, champ, can you hear your girlfriend Jazzy Pa screaming from 120 feet away?
Yeah, did someone give her a microphone or something? No.
She doesn't need one. She's even in high vis, mate. You have done exceptionally well. Ladies and gentlemen, first time in, one fight for one win, Rocky Ogden.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. It's fun to have a good crowd like this and get behind us fighters. It helps us a lot when we're in here. So yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you.
Well, Rocky, that was an explosive debut. How are you feeling after that?
Yeah, I feel good. I'm happy to finally have my fight and make my debut. But it wasn't my best performance, but next time I promise I'll be a lot sharper and a lot better.
You say it wasn't your best. What would you have done differently?
I think, just not taking those shots and just being a bit more crisp. My eye got done in like a scratch or something, so I couldn't see half the fight. But yeah, I think just the different style MMA. But yeah, onwards from here, upwards.
And were you working on your takedown defense? Was that one of your main focuses?
Yeah, of course. We knew he was going to try to close the range and go for the takedowns and try to get me on the ground. But yeah, I did pretty good to stop it all, so happy with that.
And what was your preparation like in the lead up to tonight? You seemed quite fit in the cage.
Yeah, really good. I've only been doing MMA for a short period of time now. But yeah, I felt nowhere near to where I should be. But yeah, like I said, you always get better from here, so yeah. I'm excited for the future now.
And we know you were quite successful in Muay Thai. I guess, what made you want to make the switch?
Just a bit bigger future, brighter stuff that you can go to. Like go to America, do all that. And I just like the style. So you can mix it up with so much different stuff. And yeah, there's such a nice variety into it. Yeah, just something different too.
So will we see more of you at Eternal?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Cam, and the crew for putting me on. It's a great show to get you to the big stage and that. And it's growing. I'm very blessed to have a good fight on here and make my debut on it. And thank you for everyone for coming out and watching, especially in my hometown, Gold Coast.
What a fight. I mean, what a performance by both men. Nonetheless, Rocky Ogden sneaking away with the split decision victory against Matt Seton. And Ben, I want to come to you, talk about this. Highly anticipated, as we mentioned earlier, Rocky Ogden, well known on the Muay Thai circuit, not just domestically, but internationally. He's competed at the highest of levels in Muay Thai against the guy in Matt Seton, who hadn't stepped inside the cage for the better part of 2 years. Give us your thoughts overall on the fight, and obviously what you enjoyed the most.
Yeah, overall great fight. Both guys are really good strikers, and it just came down to who was able to implement their MMA game into the fight. But I personally thought Matt won the fight. I know it's a bit controversial, but I thought he won.
Well, it's definitely a topic of discussion, and just on that, how do you determine that Matt won the fight? Even though the judges did give it to Rocky, there is a bit of debate between. Did Rocky do more in the stand-up? Did Matt pressure? What can you tell us about the decision that was made at the end there?
Oh, I thought Matt was just landing more. He was coming in with his overhand and throwing hooks and stuff, and then coming in clinching, really putting the pressure into Rocky, not letting him get his distance, being able to string together his own combinations.
Well, credit to both men. I'm sure there'll be many out there that would agree to disagree on this one. Nonetheless, Rocky Ogden split decision victory over Matt Seton. Our next bout of the evening was an eternal welterweight bout between Ben Johnston and Caleb Rideout. Round one underway here at the Gold Coast Sports Precinct in Pereira, Queensland. And this is the first time Ben Johnston steps inside the cage, or first time inside the cage, first fight in 3 years, as he finds himself pressuring Crazy Horse up against the cage.
Yeah, no feelers out here. Ben Johnston just going straight to the clinch.
Bringing those knees up so cleanly.
I like how he's using his head to position Caleb's head down to knee him.
Absolutely. But Crazy Horse starting to press the action now. It's the second kick he's caught in this first round. And that's a spinning back elbow by Crazy Horse. Ben Johnston goes down. Peter Hickmont very close to stopping this fight. He's got to fight back. He does it. And Crazy Horse victorious here tonight. A first round TKO for Caleb Rideout.
That was an insane exchange there. I don't even know what happened. It's just all of a sudden Ben just fell to the floor. I need to see a replay again. That was insane.
Well, he has absolutely shocked the crowd here at the Gold Coast Sports Precinct Arena. And a great show of respect by both gentlemen. Ben Johnston doesn't look any worse for wear. Let's take a look at the replay. There it is.
Spinning back fist, that's what it was. Wow.
Oh my goodness, a nasty spinning back elbow. Caleb Rideout.
Coming in for the follow-up, man. He stayed on it, kept the pressure on, kept punching to get Peter Hickmont to stop the fight.
And it's that spinning back fist. I stand corrected, Ben Wen. It's a spinning back fist.
Right behind the ear.
That did the damage to Ben Johnston.
But nothing unexpected from Caleb. Caleb loves to strike. He loves to throw these spinning moves, spinning back fist, spinning kicks. He does all the spinning stuff.
My goodness, what a stoppage. What a TKO victory for Caleb Crazy Horse Rideout. As we go to Luke Tui, he'll make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this one coming to a stop. Your winner, 1 minute and 10 seconds into the first round by TKO, Caleb Crazy Horse Rideout.
That was a quick finish, quite the spinning elbow. How are you feeling after that?
I was over in a blink of an eye, really. I just went in there. I just wanted to establish my jab, and then one thing led to another, and I ended up f***ing him out. So it happened.
Did you expect that to happen so quickly, though?
To be honest, no. But if I knew I didn't get him over in the 30 seconds, as I said out there, he's a lot bigger than me. If he sat on me, I was gone. Let's be real.
And we know you had quite intense training leading up to this, training with Robert Whittaker. How did that all go?
Yeah, really good, really good. Like, Rob's a really good partner to train with. You learn a lot from him and that. He has literally improved my game heaps, and a lot from those people from the gym have just, lifted my game fundamental, like absolutely amazing, as you can see out there. So.
And are we going to see you again at Eternal? What's next?
Mate, I signed a 3-fight contract, so I've guaranteed you 2 more fights. So if you want to keep seeing me, you've got 2 more times to see me. So, yeah.
And there we have it. A first round finish for the man they call Crazy Horse, Caleb Rideout, making quick work of the hometown hero in Ben Johnston. And Ben Wen, quite a tough pill to swallow here fighting in front of your home crowd.
Yeah, for sure. No one wants to get knocked out in front of their hometown that quickly, but you can get knocked out just like that.
It almost appeared to be one-way traffic for Crazy Horse. Nonetheless, giving credit to Ben Johnston, he did get up and protest after that spinning back fist did land. Crazy Horse followed up with some punches. Pete Hickmont had seen enough at that stage. Looking forward to seeing what's next in store for these two gentlemen. Our next bout on the card saw 2 of Australia's top featherweights go head-to-head in an epic battle. El Pantera Negra, Diego Pereira, took on ravishing Ryan Gray.
Yes! Believe! Put it down! Diego, stay active! Go!
This fight is over. Phil Cassidy's waved it off. But we need to wait an official verdict.
Yeah, what's it going to be?
We need to see what the official verdict is. We're just seeing Luke Tui having a chat with Peter Hickmott to determine the official decision here tonight. But from your view, Ben, were those elbows legal, or did you think some of them landed flush to the back of the head?
From the replay, it looked like his elbow touched. He was aiming for the ear.
Well, here we go again.
This is beginning of the round, where he was warned for the elbows there.
Oh, absolutely he was.
His lands on the ground, elbows.
Okay, this is the angle we need to see here.
Boom, there's ear. That one sort of hit the ear.
That's very close. That's too close to call for me.
It is too close.
That is too close to call. I mean, we're sitting on the fence here, Ben, but you know, in all honesty, you saw the corner go up in arms. They had a better view of it than us.
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree with them if they said it landed behind the ear, and thus we may see a different result as to what Diego was expecting here tonight.
Right. Yeah, what will it be? It's up to the referee, I guess.
Well, the waiting game continues, ladies and gentlemen. Eternal 64. Ryan Gray and Diego Pereira, we almost made it to the end of round number 2. And as we await a decision here tonight, we will go to Luke Tui, who has our official verdict on this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. At the 4-minute 58-second mark of round number 2, our referee, Phil Cassidy, stopped the fight. Our doctor then examined the fighter and deemed that he could not continue due to illegal strikes to the rear of his head. It is therefore a disqualification of the red corner, and I declare the winner, the blue corner, ravishing Ryan Gray.
An unfortunate way to end what was a very, very entertaining fight. One-way traffic for the Black Panther in Diego Pereira. Ravishing Ryan Gray did have his moments nonetheless. Again, unfortunate stoppage by the doctor, obviously looking out for Ryan's safety. Ben, your thoughts in all honesty?
Yeah, it's a hard one to call. It's hard to see those elbows rain down sometimes where it lands exactly, you know, where it hits. Back of the head, legal, not legal. You know, sometimes it's really hard to tell, but at the end of the day, it's about fighter safety and making sure everyone walks out of there.
Indeed it is, and I totally agree. I want to talk to you about Diego because for the better part of 2 rounds, it was all Diego Pereira, being one of his training partners. How far has he come in his journey of mixed martial arts, and did we see the best of Diego put on display here tonight?
Man, I thought Diego performed very well today. He was putting it together. He just got a little bit aggressive, you know, really trying to get those elbows in. And, you know, sometimes that just costs you the fight. You just get too overzealous and want to strike, and you're not really looking where you're hitting. But, again, it's hard to tell where those elbows can land.
Well, no doubt we'll see the Black Panther in action sooner than later. And Ryan Gray, full credit to him, coming back after 4 years out of the cage. He was quite humble, I would say, I guess, in victory, but he doesn't take that as a victory. He says he doesn't want to win that way. He was very honest in his post-fight interview tonight.
Yeah, man. No one wants to win by DQ. It just doesn't feel like it was earned. And as a fighter, that's everything. You got to earn your right for that win.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Diego Pereira, Ryan Gray, what a fight it was. Ryan Gray with the disqualification win. Nonetheless, I've got no doubt we're going to see these 2 guys back in action very, very soon. Our next bout on the fight card, the co-main event, an eternal welterweight division bout between Tristan Mad Dog Murphy and Joey Luciano. Impressive to say the least. Joey Luciano, another stroke in the win column, taking his record to 4 wins. Just the 1 defeat, and representing his team from Absolute MMA. They made the trip up from Melbourne to be here on the Gold Coast tonight, and a trip well worthwhile it was for Joey Luciano. Jitsi Club replay, Ben, walk us through.
Yeah, Joe just riding on the back of Tristan. Yeah, he was just controlling the fight from start to finish, just keeping up along the fence and just dictating where it went. Like you see in the replay here, Joey found a home for his rear naked choke after, having close to 2 rounds on the ground. And there you have it.
Well, you saw it there first, ladies and gentlemen. A tough customer was Tristan Murphy. Nonetheless, Joey Luciano by rear naked choke. Here is Luke Tui to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this one stopped at the 3:16-minute mark of the second round. Your winner by rear naked choke, Joey Luciano.
Well, Joey, that was quite the finish, getting the submission, rear naked choke. Is that something you were planning for?
Yeah, I knew Tristan's really strong and he's an athletic dude, so I didn't want to stand in the pocket with him. It's always a risk, so I took the risk away and made it a 90-10 my way and got the sub. It came a bit quicker than I thought. Thought I'd have to grind him out for the 3 rounds, but if it's there, I'll take it.
It was a really dominant performance by yourself.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think in Australia, this is my 3rd fight in Oz in a number of years. So no one really knows me. I've been fighting all around the world. I fought in 1, twice. So it's good to be back on home turf. And, I got guys calling me out in my 3rd fight in Oz. So must be doing something right.
And for those people who don't know you, what do you say?
You'll see. Time will tell. We've got a bunch of killers in the gym. Jacko and I are leading from the front. So, yeah, look out for Absolute MMA.
And you've come from Melbourne. Borders are finally open. The world's slightly more normal. Are we going to see more of you at Eternal?
I hope so. I tell you that much. Got 2 finishes in my last 2 fights on Eternal, so ready to go.
An almost perfect performance from Joey Luciano. A very, very difficult night out for Tristan Murphy. What did you make of the fight overall? Joey Luciano, too big, too strong, too technical.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was the most entertaining fight, but as a fighter, I really enjoyed Joey's control over Tristan, just keeping Tristan, just taking him down, but keeping him just close enough to the cage, but far enough to where Tristan couldn't use the cage to stand back up, get to his feet, where Tristan is most dangerous, obviously. And he was able to control him there to be able to get his submission perfect.
Dominant would be the words to describe the performance on display here from Joey Luciano. He's definitely climbing the ranks here in the eternal welterweight division. No doubt he's got his eyes set on that vacant welterweight title. The highly anticipated Eternal Featherweight Championship belt took place in our main event here tonight at Eternal 64. The champ, Jack Jenkins, taking on the challenger in Rod Costa.
Yeah, Rod was pretty loud on social media calling for this fight. I'm the champ, so I had a target on my back, and Rod obviously wants the belt, so that's why he was calling me out. And it was all one-way traffic on social media, him doing all the talking, and it's going to be all one-way traffic in the other direction in the fight.
I was pretty vocal. It was just a matter of me trying to get this fight, Now that I got the fight, we're going to fight. I don't feel there's anything left to be said. I got nothing personal against him. I'm going to go out there trying to kill him. He's going to do the same. The best man will win.
To me, this fight represents, an opportunity to fight another one of the best guys in my weight division. It's nothing more and nothing less than that. It's just a fight to prove that I'm the best in the country again.
I think he's going to try and do what he's been trying to do the last few fights, right? He comes in hard, keeps his distance a little bit, kicks people real hard, you know, tries to get a little bit of damage early. For him to beat me, it won't be that easy. You know, it doesn't matter if my leg's damaged or not. I'm not going to fall down and you know, give him a TKO. He's going to have to earn it.
I'm going to come out and put the pressure on Rod early. He's going to shell up and wait for his opportunity to shoot. When he does shoot, I'm going to be ready for it, and the grapple's going to be on my terms. And after that, I'm going to find my rage and going to finish him in the 3rd round.
I'm a grappler, I think everyone knows that, but I've been trying more and more to become more well-rounded, you know, so I feel at the moment I'm pretty comfortable standing on the floor, wrestling. If the standing is too hard for me, I'll try to take him down. If his wrestling's too good, I'll try to stand. I'm just trying to go wherever the fight will be easier for me.
Yeah, I think Rod does offer unique challenges. He's a black belt world champion in jiu-jitsu, which is hard to bring across to MMA, but he's obviously done it very well with his record over the last couple of years, so I'm looking forward to the challenge. Training at Absolute MMA, I think we've got one of the best featherweight bantamweight teams in the country at the moment. Under the guidance of Simon, we've all just improved drastically over the last few years, and I think our record in the cage has been a testament to that.
This fight means a lot to me. It brings everything that I've been working on for the last few years, for the last year and a bit together, and it will mean a lot to bring that title back to Scrappy, you know, give it back to the gym. That's helped me so much. And we used to hold that title. You know, Ryan used to be the champ, and now I'm going to bring it back.
This fight is just going to prove again that I'm the #1 featherweight in the country, on the best promotion in the country, and I'm here to stay. Whoever's next is next.
I expect a hard fight, but I'm going to be smart, and the only goal is to win, you know? The only goal is to win. It doesn't matter how. That's everything that's on my mind, just win this fight and then move on to the next one.
My final message to Rod would be, you wanted this fight? Now let's find out who's #1.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now. Eternal 64 main event for the Eternal Featherweight Championship. And making his way to the cage, first from the blue corner, with a 5-2 professional mixed martial arts record, representing Scrappy MMA all the way across the Nullarbor Plain from Perth, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, Rod Costa. And Ben Wen looking forward to seeing what improvements, what changes Rod has made to his game, if any, to prepare for the champ here tonight.
Right, we all know that Rod's a master on the ground. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, 4-time world champion in the worlds. But this is MMA. It's a different ball of wax, different game, and it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to carry over that skill set over to MMA. So you really need that well-rounded skill set, like striking, grappling, wrestling. You need everything to be able to compete in MMA.
Talking of skill sets, he's the gym owner of Costa Academy, a 4-time Jiu-Jitsu world medalist, and an eternal stalwart. 6 fights, 5 wins for Eternal MMA. He's on a 2-fight win streak. Wins over Justin Lockjaw van Heeren. And as we saw earlier tonight, a unanimous decision win over Diego Pereira just recently at Eternal 63. The #1 contender has arrived here at Eternal 64, undergoing his final checks at the Victory Recovery Systems checkpoint. Mr. Riley doing a good job to make sure these fighters are well and truly prepped for the bouts in which they have worked so hard for. And the #1 contender, Eternal Featherweight Championship, Rod Costa. Can he get the strap here tonight and continue his dominance? He's cool, he's calm, he's collected. He is the challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, Rod Costa. Well, as the old saying goes, ladies and gentlemen, the champ is here. Jack Jenkins defending his title here at Eternal 64. Eternal Featherweight Championship on the line here tonight. His Eternal Featherweight Championship. Looking forward to seeing Farjak back in action, coming into this fight with a record of 8 wins and just 2 defeats. No doubt he'll be looking to add to that 5-fight win streak, adding Rod Costa to that list of victories. Ben Wen, Jack Jenkins really is the total package, isn't he?
He definitely is, man. A package of kicks, knees, takedowns, submission, and he's got the endurance to back it up. So this guy can hold the pace for 5-minute rounds, no problem at all, as we've seen before in the previous fights.
Well, he won the title back in 2020 against Diego Pereira via rear naked choke. He defended that same title at Eternal 57, defeating Jesse Medina in round number 2. And as we take a look at the Ned's tail of the tape, Eternal Featherweight Championship on the line here tonight. Rod Costa, 5 years the elder of the champ. The challenger has both the height and reach advantage. Both men making championship weight with absolutely no problems. Our main event here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, proudly brought to you by Ned's, taking it to the Ned's level. And for the final time here this evening, your voice of the cage, fight MC, here is Luke Tui.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. It is time for our championship fight and main event of the evening. This one scheduled for 5 by 5-minute rounds of professional mixed martial arts to decide the Featherweight Eternal Championship. Introducing first the challenger to my left, fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 5-2 out of Scrappy MMA Fitness and Costa Academy, coached by Ben Vickers. He is from Brazil but calls Perth home. A black belt. Give it up for Rod Costa! His opponent and the featherweight champion of Eternal with a record of 8-2 out of Absolute MMA and the Ring Gym, trained by Simon Carson and Andrew Colgrave, the pride of Bacchus Marsh, Victoria, Australia, and your Eternal featherweight champion, Jack Jenkins. Fighters to center cage for your instructions.
Okay, gentlemen, you know the rules, you know my expectations. Make sure you listen to my command. Listen, defend yourselves all the time. Let's hook them up. Good luck for you both. Right.
Wow.
Your man in center ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you expected anything less, you were sadly mistaken. Intensity at the highest of levels. Rod Costa in the blue corner, the challenger, the champion. Fighting out of the red corner, Jack Jenkins. Round 1 underway to near Nathan Cage side with Ben Wen, and here we go. A massive build-up to this main event championship bout here tonight. And there you see very early the boxing prowess of Farjak.
Jenkins switching stances, trying to throw Rod off.
Ooh, working to the body. You heard that one, Ben.
Those body shots.
Jack Jenkins, the champ.
There's just so much power behind his punches.
Oh, absolutely. Looking Chris very early, high and low. He continues to work the body.
You've seen this a lot nowadays with fighters switching stances.
Those calf kicks, man, they are vicious.
Yeah, they hurt, man. Ooh.
He's got all the tools in the shed, does Jack Jenkins. But the challenger still standing firm early in round 1. Oh, Goodness, those body shots, you can hear them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you can hear them at home as well.
So sharp and crisp.
Oh, everything is looking very, very sharp for the champ. And that calf kick, he's really mixing it up now, Ben.
He's mixing up, and he's mixing up some feints, switching his stance.
There's an entry from the challenger. Unsuccessful. And those calf kicks, he saw it in his last title defense against Jesse Medina. Just really attacking that lead leg. And Rod Costa landing some shots of his own, countered by the champ.
Ooh,
there you see it, Ben.
Yeah, those calf kicks hurt, man. They will end a fight.
Well, we've seen it before. Can Rod Costa implement his game plan here tonight? Sorry, go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, you can see Rod's leg just all red up, all red now, all swollen.
Man, the champ looks awesome here tonight.
He's on fire.
He is on fire. Calf kick again. Look at that combination from the champ. But Rod Costa coming back with a stiff jab of his own. Rod Costa, #1 contender. Campaigned very heavily for this fight against Jack. He got his wish. He's finding himself on the wrong end of a sweet combination from Far Jack. And he is ripping away, Ben.
He's really teeing off at will. Up high, down low.
And one thing I've noticed, Ben, is that Rod Costa doing a good job just sticking that jab out there. And again, wow. Just as I say that, Jack Jenkins shutting that down quick, smart. To the lead calf again. He is giving Rod everything to think about here tonight. Wow. And that's a big lead left hook there by the champ. Rod Costa is as tough as they come. But he's got to come back with something, Ben.
He's got to push forward and just get through the punches and try to get his hands onto Jack.
Well, you can see that calf kick is bothering Rod Costa.
Yeah.
He's almost completely taken that lead leg out of play.
It doesn't look like he can use his leg at this moment.
Well, we do make it out of round #1, and it is all the champ here in the early stages of this 5-round championship fight. And he is looking crisp, Ben. If you're in the corner of Rod Costa, what would your advice be?
Rod Costa, man, he's got to move forward, and he can't just stay on the edge of the fence and take this punishment. He's got to move forward and try to be aggressive with some takedowns, try to get a clinch at least, and get him down to the ground somehow, some way. But that's a hard task to pull, especially for the champ.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you know, not to count Rod Costa out completely, because he did land several stiff jabs, as we saw right there. But again, the champ was just straight back on him.
Well, move him out, move him out.
Very, very well prepared is Far Jack here tonight.
All right, good, good. Back, leg smoke, let's go.
Bit too eager here in round 2. Nonetheless, we are underway.
Yeah, Jack Ward right away establishing his dominance, just pressuring, keeping Rod up against the fence with punches.
I mean, everything is just so technical, so crisp, so smooth for Jack Jenkins. And people can see exactly why he is at the top of the pickings featherweight division here in Australia.
He's just so fast. You can't tell if he's going to be punch or kick. He just throws everything from 0 to 100, just like that. Super fast,
Oh,
crisp.
absolutely. You talk about the speed, the technique, but he's picking the right shots, isn't he? He mixes everything up, Ben.
Yeah, he's going up high, low, mixing up very well, making it hard for Rod to figure out where he's going to strike. And also makes it hard for him to, if he wants to time a takedown, it makes it hard for him to get that timing because he doesn't know if he's going to run into a knee or a kick.
Well, he's starting to open up here, is the champ. Rod Costa's as tough as they come, but it may work against him here unless he can find an answer for the onslaught that Jack Jenkins has brought in these 2 rounds.
Good job by the champ by turning him around there.
Ooh. Again to the body. Oh my goodness, that calf kick again.
Buckled him.
It's almost like Rod slipped there, but again to the
solid body kick.
Continuous punishment to the body. And you can see they're right in front of us. Then Jackie's so measured to the body and then to the head. What a beautiful combination from the champ. But Rod Jenkins coming back with that stiff jab of his own. Counter right hand lands well. Man, how tough is Rod Costa?
He's super tough, man. Like, he's just taking all his punishment, but still, look at him. He's going forward.
He is walking forward. Ah, Jack. Too smooth. Both of these guys trying to pick their moments. Here in round number 2.
Jack getting a good reaction out of Rod.
Well, he is indeed. Ooh. The calf kick started it. The left hook almost finished it. But he will make it out of round 2, will Rod Costa. Another great round in the bank for the champ.
Yeah, for sure. That was just a clinic, striking clinic for the champ. Right, look at the replay here, that body shot. He's just landing at will, just going upstairs, downstairs. And then now he's starting to get Rod all flinchy after all that punishment.
Well, he's definitely making Rod think twice. It's almost as if Rod doesn't necessarily know as to where Jack's going to attack. He's practically utilized, he's beaten almost every part of Rod's body, and yet Rod still continues to walk forward, Ben.
He's a tough guy.
He is a tough guy. Ben Vickers, Jack Becker in the corner of Rod Costa.
All right. Good. Good. Round 3.
Round 3.
Okay.
I've said it many times, ladies and gentlemen, I'll say it again. Jack Jenkins just punishing the body of the challenger here tonight. And that's what we need to see from Rod. He's got to close that distance.
He's got to close that distance. He needs to clinch, at least clinch up and drag him down to the ground somehow. Again, hard task when someone's throwing punches at you 100 miles an hour.
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, the offense from Jack Jenkins has been almost flawless as he continues to tee off now. Right hand down the middle. They're right in front of us now. And he is just peppering Costa here. Costa's got to do something.
Yeah, he's peppering him, but he's picking his shots, taking his time, picking them apart.
Well, they're going straight through the middle of his guard, Ben. I mean, if he was somehow blocking those punches, Costa, I think, would be fine. But if it's one thing Pete Hickmont is going to look at, the well-being of Rod Costa.
Oh, there's nothing in that leg anymore. He can't stand on it.
He's compromised here, Ben. The champ can see it. And he's got time to work. Just over 3 minutes in round 3. This is almost an exact replay of what we saw against Jesse Medina. A methodical breakdown of the challenger from the champ, Jack Jenkins. There goes that calf kick again. This fight is very close, I'm telling you, Ben.
How's it not stopped by now?
He's almost too tough for his own good, Rod Costa.
That's it.
The challenger's got to show something here. Jack Jenkins, absolutely brutal. And again, this fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. We're just over, almost exactly halfway through, and it's been all the champ.
It's been all the champ, and he's just performing surgery, just super accurate. Tons of power.
One thing that's so surprising, Ben, is he hasn't slowed down. He's kept this pace from the first second right up until now.
Oh, that's it. He's cardio. He can go for days, man. He could fight forever. Seems like he's like a robot. Massive head kick.
And you saw Rod block that one, but even with those small gloves, Benny, they can sneak past, can't they?
Oh, yeah, they definitely hurt.
Look at Rod, his demeanor hasn't changed.
No.
He's still walking forward, Ben. But he is struggling on that lead leg.
He is. He's really worried about it.
Well,
he should be.
Well, he switched to southpaw now, and that's got to be a telling sign that that left leg has taken enough punishment as they both land evenly and at the same time.
Oh.
And Jack is now just punishing the right leg now,
He's going
Ben.
after the other leg.
Oh, my goodness.
What a savage. Ooh. Oh, the thud.
Oh, the champ is too smooth. The champ is too smooth in round 3, ladies and gentlemen.
He's dancing out there. Wow.
I mean, this really is a beautiful display of striking. Ben Wen, you'd have to think 3-0 for the champ.
Yeah, man. Champ he's just throwing punch. He can throw any punch from any time, upstairs, downstairs. He's destroying that leg. He's destroying the other leg. I don't know what else there is to do for Rod. I honestly don't know what Rod could do at this moment. He can't barely stand on that leg. Like he almost pulled off a takedown, but just couldn't stand on that leg.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do make it into the championship rounds. Jack Jenkins calling for the challenger. We do make it to round 4 here at Eternal 64.
Stay back behind the line, please. Back behind the line, please. Go back, go back, go back. All right. You good? Good. Round 4.
Round 4 underway, championship rounds.
Stay low, Jack.
You'd have to think, Ben, Rod Costa, he's got to show his corner something soon. He's got to have a response for the champ here in round 4.
I don't know what that response is going to be.
I don't know either.
Jack's just too overpowered. He's OP right now.
I mean, you got to credit the toughness of Rod Costa, but my goodness, is Jack Jenkins on fire here tonight, and the champ says, get up.
Wow, good on Rod, just marching forward.
I mean, he is marching forward.
Still trying to do something.
But sometimes his own toughness can be his worst enemy. Benny, you got to think the corner should be Rod Costa's corner, watching this very closely. They're not going to let him go on with this much longer.
No, as a coach, yeah, it's super hard, but you have to look out for the well-being of your fighter, and the way it's going right now, it's not looking good for Rod.
The challenger under all sorts of pressure here in round 4, as it's more of the same. Jenkins working that right leg now, and again, it's a massive struggle for the challenger, but he continues to press forward.
I mean, we're in round 4 now, so the only way Rod can win is if he finishes Jack Jenkins.
If I was to ask you how likely that is here tonight, what would your answer be, Ben?
Put me on the spot.
That's what we do here.
Not good. Not good.
Well, I mean, if you had to pick someone to finish it with all the odds against him, you'd be picking the challenger, Rod Costa. But again, the champ, Jack Jenkins. Fantastic here in round 4 as he continues to punish, well, I want to say the lead leg, but both legs.
Both legs.
Of Costa. And again, 4th consecutive shot for Rod Costa. 4th shot that is unsuccessful.
Couple of hard ones in there to settle him down, Jack.
Wow.
I mean, I'd love to comment on the champs' flawlessness here in round 4, but it's been like this for the entire 4 rounds, Ben. It's just more of the same, more of the same.
That's it. It's just.
But, I mean, look at Rod Costa. He continues to move forward.
That's right. Like Rocky says, you know, Rocky, the movie, it's not about how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit. Keep moving forward.
Well, if anything, Rod Costa's definitely putting that quote into action here tonight.
He's still throwing punches.
Oh, he is, and I was just going to say, Ben, you alluded to it earlier. The body language, the demeanor of Rod Costa, it hasn't changed.
No.
He's eaten several significant strikes here tonight, but his demeanor has not changed. He continues to press forward, and as we see him eating big shots right then and there, the challenger just will not go away.
He does not care. He just wants to be in there and fight.
Just under 30 seconds left in round 4. And he makes it look easy, does the champ. And we will see a 5th round, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
What an absolute battle of attrition here in this Eternal Featherweight Championship bout. Ben, I'm absolutely shocked.
I'm shocked. I don't know what to say. It's just been the champ the whole 4 rounds, all 4 rounds, and looking like it's going to be the next round as well.
I can tell you right now, if Rod Costa goes the distance in this fight, I'm sure he already has done so now, but he's certainly earned the respect of those watching, and no doubt he's earned the respect of the champ, Jack Jenkins. As we count down the final seconds leading into round number 5. Well, you heard it there first, ladies and gentlemen. He looked right at me and said, "I'm the best." I can't disagree with you, champ.
All right, thank you. Back to the ready.
On fire here tonight.
Round 5. Let's go.
Round 5, 5th and final round. Eternal 64.
Jack looking as sharp as he did in round 1.
I was just going to say, Ben, it looks like he's almost picked up the pace here.
Yeah.
In round 5. As these rounds go on, the champ just seems to get better. But let me tell you, I am impressed with the absolute heart of Rod Costa. And he's got 4 minutes, and 4 minutes only in this championship bout, to turn the momentum in his direction. A tough task at hand, Ben.
Oh, found his opening for a takedown. Just couldn't get grounded, couldn't get his legs behind him.
Well, we talked about Jack Jenkins picking up the action in round 5. So was Rod Costa.
Yeah, they got like their second wind or something. They're going at it. Rod's just marching forward, absorbing punches, throwing punches.
Well, Ben Vickers, Jack Becker, the team at Scrappy MMA, giving Costa every chance to make a case here in round 5. But Jenkins certainly putting on a striking masterclass here in our main event. Heavy again to the body. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, Ben, but I'm absolutely stunned in the amount of damage that has been sent Rod Costa's way, and yet continues to apply pressure to the champ. Although I'm sure his corner would like to see more activity from Costa.
Oy. He's eating so many punches, and yes, he just keeps moving forward.
It's unbelievable, Ben. It really is.
Nice takedown defense there by the champ.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Rod tagged him on the way up.
Well, do you think that's his best option, to hopefully tag the champ on a scramble as he finds himself up against the cage? This is where Costa needs to be.
Wow.
He's got a minute to work, Ben. Can he turn the tables here? The 4-time Jiu-Jitsu world medalist. Can he pull something special out of the hat here tonight?
He's got to go. He's got to go.
The challenger.
And once that 10-second clacker goes off, he's got to go for something.
Indeed he does. But Jenkins not giving him much to work with at the moment.
Here we go.
Here we go. Final 20 seconds. Will it be a comeback for the ages, ladies and gentlemen? Or will the champ yet again defend his eternal featherweight championship? 10 seconds left in this fight. And they will go the distance. Rod Costa and Jack Jenkins. A featherweight championship belt to be remembered here at Eternal 64. And Ben, fantastic show of respect. Always love to see it. No matter how hard the battle, great to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about another round of applause for our main event? After 5 action-packed rounds in the featherweight division, all 3 judges declare the winner by unanimous points, and still the featherweight champion of Eternal, Jack Jenkins.
And still, ladies and gentlemen, you heard him say it in the cage himself. He is the man, he is the best, and he is the eternal featherweight champion. Jack Jenkins defends his strap once again here at Eternal 64.
You know, I came into this scene about 8 years ago, and everyone said I was just a cocky kid and I wasn't going to get anywhere. And then I came here and I won this belt, and then they said, yeah, he might have the belt, but he's not going to get to the UFC. And now everybody's changing their tone now and saying, oh, well, he's going to get to the UFC, but he won't go far when he gets there. And I just got one thing to say to all those people: watch me.
Watch him do it.
Jack, well, that was an explosive title defense. You looked confident as soon as you walked out. What was going through your head?
I've come too far and worked too hard to not show up and do my family and my coaches and my town proud. So I just wanted to show up and, you know, show everybody that the faith they've put in me from day one isn't unfounded. And, you know, I think I really did that.
And there were moments in that fight where you were sort of talking to Costa. What were you saying and what were you hoping to achieve from that?
I got nothing but respect for Rod, and that we're competitors, and you saw that in him. He went right hard at the end. He hit that takedown. At the start, I was saying I'm going to hit your leg. Start I said he's going to shoot, but I'm going to defend it. But at the end, I was just saying to him, I was kind of yelling at him in between rounds, and then when we got up, I just said, hey, I fucking respect you. Let's just finish this, and we brought it right for 25 minutes, and that's what the crowd comes to see. 2 game guys coming in there and just showing up. So that's what we did.
And he sort of had a second win towards the end there. What did you make of that?
100%. We knew that coming in. So the reason Rod was so confident in calling for this shot is that he knows that he's there till the end and he's tough and he doesn't quit. I know I've got that as well, right? So I think I just was a little bit more clean with my technique tonight, and there's levels to this, and I'm the best and I'm ready for the UFC. So that's where I'm going now.
And run us through a little bit more. What were your preparations like in the lead up to tonight?
Lots of positional work. I've got the best bantamweight featherweight team in the country, and you saw Joey Luciano come out before me and just put on a clinic. So lots of positional stuff, lots of cardio stuff. I'm pretty well known for going 5 rounds, and I just, they didn't read the scorecard out, but I'd be surprised if there wasn't a few 10-8s in there. I did a lot of damage. So yeah, I'm just excited for what's next.
And still, the champ gets it done over 25 minutes. Jack Jenkins, absolutely flawless in his performance here tonight. Second title defense here at Eternal 64. And Ben, a lot was made of this fight, a lot of hype, a lot of promotion from the end of Rod Costa. He was very loud in his campaign on social media, in person, but actions speak louder than words. A worthy challenger here for the champ. 5 wins out of his last 6 fights, but right from the get-go, Jack Jenkins all over Rod Costa here in our main event.
Yeah, Jack Jenkins just coming out, guns blazing, firing fast shots, punches, strikes, kicks, knees, elbows, everything at Rod. But man, Rod, good on Rod for being so tough. Just keep marching forward, even through all the damage that his legs were gone halfway through the fight. I mean, but he kept moving forward and kept hunting for the takedowns. And you saw in the last round, he took him down and was hunting for submissions.
Absolutely. And I mean, had he had more time to work in that 5th and final round, who knows what could have happened. We may have seen one of the comebacks, best comebacks we've seen at Australian MMA. Nonetheless, it wasn't meant to be. The moment belongs to the champ, his second title defense. So there you have it, a spectacular night of fights here at Eternal 64. And Ben, a great moment to witness these fights with you in the commentary booth. Any last words to leave us with? Anyone that stood out to you here tonight?
Yeah, I think Jacinta Austin and Cody Watago definitely brought their A games today. Fantastic matchups, and overall, such a great night of fights.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you very much for joining us in the commentary booth. I know we had a lot of fun here this evening. And thank you to you for joining us on Eternal Playback. Until next time, I am Tanira Nathan. I will see you at Eternal 65.